I hope the first video helped you with solving the simultaneous equations where the x and the y are the same. So here, let's look at this example now. Here we have 3 Milky Ways, so 3M, my favorite chocolates, plus 2 Mars is equals to 100p. And then we have 2 Milky Way plus 2 Mars is equals to 64p. So this is just a revision of the first video. We said that when two m's are the same, we have the same sign, so we subtract. So 2 take away 2 is going to be finished, eliminated. 3 take away 2 is going to be 1m, which is equals to 100 to equal 64, which is 30. So 100 take away 64, which is going to give me 36. So 36. Now m is equal to 36. We put a box around it. We go back to car 4. Car 4 says 3 lots of m. So 3 times 36. Sorry, I did a big mistake, didn't I? Let's start again. So 2 Milky Ways, m, I'm going to call this one 4mw plus Mars is going to be 2m is equal to 100, and then here we have 2mw plus 2 Mars is equals to 64. So signs are the same, we subtract, so minus, 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 this removes, 2 take away 2 is 0, then we're left with 2mw is equals to 36. We divide by 2, we divide by 2, so each Milky Way costs 36 divided by 2, therefore it's going to be equals to 18. So now let's go back to the shop. They said that 4 Milky Ways cost 18, so 4 times 18 plus 2 Mars is equals to 100p. So 4 times 18 is going to give me 4 lots of 18 is actually 72, so it'll be 72 plus 2m is equals to 100. I like writing it with 2m in the front, so that is easier. So subtract 72 and subtract 72, we're left with 2m is equals to 100 take away 72, which is equal to 28. And therefore m therefore must be equal to 2 divided by 2 both sides, and that's going to be 14. So this is just a reminder of what we did last lesson. So let's look at something more difficult, because here we found that m is the same, so let's move to something a little bit more difficult. So let's move to this question here. So it asks for 2x plus 4y. So 2x plus 4y is equals to 36, and 4x plus y is equal to 23, and the top one is equals to 36. Okay, so let's look at this question now. What's different about this question is the x's are not the same and the y's are not the same, so we have a problem here. Okay, we have a problem here. So how can we get, because either we have to get the x is the same or the y is the same. So if we get the x is the same, that means we have to times the top one by 2, because to get from 2 to 4, we times the top one only by 2. So let's times the top one by 2. So when you're timesing, you're expanding everything. So 2 times 2 is 4x. 2 times 4 is 8y is equals to 72. And this one stays the same. So 4x plus y is equals to 23. So now we made the 4x's the same. Again, when you're having something with all the numbers different, before in the first video we had the numbers the same, But this time we have different numbers, so we're going to have to times everything by 2. Okay, everything. Make sure you do the arrows because it reminds you of timesing everything by 2. So we said that if the signs are add, we subtract. Are the signs added here? Yes, they are, because they are plus plus. So we're going to put minus, minus, minus. If the signs are plus, we subtract. Remember that rule? 4 take away 4 cancels out. 8 take away y is 7y. And 72 take away 23 is going to be 49. Now we do the same thing. We divide by 7. We divide by 7. That cancels out. So y is equals to 49 divided by 7, which is equals to 7. So now we go back to car 4. I'm going to choose the first equation. Actually, for checking, we'll do the second equation because it means the same thing. Car 4 says 4 lots of x plus y, and the y cost in car 4 is just 7. Now we're adding 7 on one side, we subtract 7. So that is 4x, 7 take away 7 cancels out, that is 23 take away 7 is going to give me 16, and then we divide by 4 on this side, and divide by 4 on this side. So x therefore must be equals to 4, and that is my answers. So y and x is 4. Let's try a different example. Let's try a different example. Let's see if you can try a different example. So let's copy this off. Let's try a different example. So let's try, for example, sorry, I do apologize. Let's try a different example. So let's try this one. 2x plus 3y. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 19. And then 6x plus 2y is equal to 22. Now let's look at this example here. So here we have, again, the variables are not the same. Okay, not the same, because we have 2x and 6x and 3 and 2. So what we can do is still make x the same, because if you times this by 3, then we get 6x. So we do times this by 3, times this by 3, and times this by 3. So 3 times 2, let me change the color. 3 times 2 is 6x. 3 times 3 is 9x, 9y, sorry. And 3 times 19 is something like 57. Then we have 6x plus 2y equals 22. And now we have plus plus. So the signs are plus. We add, so we subtract. Signs are plus, we subtract. So because the signs are plus, we're going to subtract here. We're going to subtract and subtract. 6 take away 6, finished. 9 take away 2, that's going to be 7y. And 57 take away 22 is going to be 5 and 35. So divide by 7, divide by 7. So y therefore must be equals to 5. So now let's go to car 4. Car 4 says 2x. We don't know the cost of x, so we're going to leave it as 2x. Y, we have the cost. We need 3y, so we're going to do 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 3 times 5, and that must be equals to 19. So 2x plus 15 is equals to 19. Subtract 15 and subtract 15. Therefore 2x will cancel out, is equals to 19 take away 15, which is 4. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So x is equals to 2. And that is my answer. Okay, that is my answer. So these are questions I want you to try. And to finalize everything, we have word problems. Word problems. So like we had word problems, because I like to start my lessons with word problems. I started this, you remember the Skittles question? But I didn't tell you it's a word problem, because if I tell you it's a word problem, students get heart attacks. So that one, you've actually already solved the word problem. So this question says 2 bracelets and 1 necklace cost 120. In the first question we had Skittles plus Mars, so we can call it 2b plus 1n is equals to 120. The second one is 4b plus 3n is equals to 290. Okay, 290. So here what we don't have the same, we have 1n and 3n. So we say that we're going to times the top one by 3 so that we can match the bottom one. Okay, so that we can match the bottom one. So our new answer would be 6b plus 3n is equals to 360. And the bottom says the same, 4b plus 3n is equals to 290. And now it's just say is the signs are the same, we subtract. Remember the rule? It works for everything. So minus, minus, minus. So 3 take away 3 cancels out. 6 take away 4 becomes 2b. And 360 take away 90. 290 is 70. So divide by 2 and divide by 2. Therefore b must be equals to 35. So our b is 35. So now let's go back to car 4. We said that we need 2b, that will be 2 times 35, plus 1n is equals to 120. 70 plus 1n is equals to 120. Here is obvious. So we write 1n is, or just n, we can just write n, plus 70 is equals to 120. Therefore, we can say that we can subtract 70 on this side and subtract 70 on this side. That cancels out, so y will be 120 take away 70. So 120, so n, I do apologize, n, I don't get w from. N is equals to 120 take away 70, which gives me a nice answer of 50. So my necklace costs £50 and my bracelet costs £35. So why don't you try this question here, and I hope this video guys helps you. A hint for this one is 2 pizzas P plus 1 garlic bread G equals to £19. And the next will be 2 garlic breads, so 5 pizzas plus 2 garlic breads equals 45. So the hint in this one, times the top by 2 and then solve it exactly like the bottom one. I hope this lesson helps you guys. These are some more examples that you can practice, and take care. Any issues, please do